Good afternoon, everyone. We're both early and late today. Late because we postponed from our usual day of yesterday, and early because we're earlier than our usual 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Hey, Shipwreck says first, IDC what the redeem says, Shipwreck. No starts with a K, so if you want to abbreviate I don't know, you got to say IDK, not IDC. Just saying, Shipwreck. ADHD Barbie was first, and there's the first Boozenate. At least, Shipwreck, you're the first to redeem the Boozenate today. Thank you. All right, let's open up our stream beer of the day. We've got our Detour Double IPA. Achievement get diamonds, says Raider. Yep. I don't know why I hadn't done that before, Raider. Didn't think of it. Sorry. But you have it now. Well earned. All right. There we go. Oh no, Shipwreck. Shipwreck. Oh wait, we got fanfare, and then I'll address Shipwrecks. Oh, no. Thank you very much, Supreme Doom. How are you doing today? I thought Supreme Doom was streaming right now. Maybe she is. I don't know. But I'm also going to do a real quick shout out to our first today, who is a friend of mine, ADHD Barbie, whom I've played Minecraft Bingo with Casual Prime community. Facts. Oh no. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. You have so much more control than I knew, says Shipwreck. You have so much more control than I knew, Shipwreck. We're gonna have to change that. And okay, yep, here's the dad joke that Shipwreck has added to my channel. Hashtag ban Shipwreck, I say. Where do bees go to the bathroom? The BP station. Yeah, I don't have that one, Raider. I'm actually currently working on migrating everything to a streamer bot. It's a very powerful bot with a very steep learning curve, but very cool. A cat has 32 muscles in each ear, says Fossabot. Oh no. Here we go. Here we go. Shipwreck has taken over the stream. What a butt. Well, anyway, let's take down the starting soon screen and, start this. Let's see. Supreme just says, I feel like I just sent you a message asking what you bought me for our anniversary. No? I know, right? All right. But yeah, let's pick it up exactly where we left off last week. Believe it or not, I have not done anything further in this or in First Craft because I may or may not have made a terrible mistake and given into peer pressure from Shipwreck and started playing Vault Hunters, and exactly as I expected, I'm addicted. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Yep. All right. But yeah, where we were last week was we had built a giant drill to extract resources from the surface of Minmus, the second moon of Kerbal, and but we had not quite gotten it to the surface yet. We still need to land the thing. So let's take a look first off at our alarms, see what events we have coming up. Yeah, we have a jewel probe encountering Lathe. We're addressing that one last week as well. Lathe being one of the moons of Jewel. We have a launch window to Elu. That's coming up in 16 days. And we need to address our one of our Moho probes and do a course correction in 41 days. So those are the things that are coming up soon. So we'll do this Elu launch soon. So first, though, let's go ahead and go right to our space station and take a look at the drill that we launched and parked at the space station last week. Let's see, there's Arcadia Station right there. Let's fly it. And we'd also needed to refuel it. So we sent some refueling missions to the space station last week. We have a decent amount of fuel now, but we are out of monopropellant for maneuvering thrusters, so we can't refill maneuvering thrusters beyond now until we send a new tank up. So we'll want to do that very soon. But yeah, here it is. That is our fancy new space drill with the space crane, fully fueled. And in fact, did we accidentally fill the fuel tank in here? Okay, I think we had, but then we emptied it and locked it. That's right. Okay, good. But yeah, we have a decent amount of liquid fuel here. Most of our ships these days are propelled only using liquid fuel, using atomic rocket motors. This one here uses a more traditional chemical motor, though. And Pete Venkman, first but not really. Welcome, Pete Venkman. How are you doing today? Pete Venkman is my brother, one of 3. But yeah, so this is exactly where we left it off last week. We also have one outstanding rescue contract. We have Uranus Kerman, who was redeemed by our friend Kaylee. So, all right, but let's just go straight on. We need to take this thing here to Minmus. So let's undock it. And we need to switch to this and control from here. No, not there. Here. Because this has maneuvering thrusters. So this we can back off from this thing there, and it's a tight clearance. There we go. Because this thing does not have maneuvering thrusters, we use reaction wheels to control its orientation, but we cannot do translation maneuvers. All right. There we go. So now we can switch back to this here, and we have enough clearance that we can rotate this thing. And we need to do stability assist on, and we want to point prograde in our orbit and make sure that that will take us on a course that does not crash into the station. Oh no, here we go. Shipwreck saying, Dan, remember I said I realized I had more control of your stream than I realized? Uh-oh. Yeah, and there's another dad joke. Fossabot says, might have to ban Fossabot, of all things. I finally bought the limited edition thesaurus that I've always wanted. When I opened it, all the pages were blank. I have no words to describe how angry I am. Fossabot seems to have plenty of words, dang it. Okay, yes, we're pointing prograde, which means if we burn in this direction, we can raise our orbit. And we are not pointing at the station, so that will work just fine. But let's take a look here. We need to clean this up. There's so much stuff in orbit. Kefri Bezos needs to get back on his job of cleaning up low Kerbal orbit, I say. All right. There's the moon, and there is Minmus right there. Let's set that as our target. And so by the time we arrive, Minmus will be about right there. So we want to start our burn right about here, I think. So let's go ahead and warp to there. And there's a creeper sound, a space creeper. Thank you, Shipwreck. All right, here we go. Let's make sure, okay, the station is back there, so yeah, we have plenty of clearance. We also have good communication and everything. Okay, so let's start these engines. There they go. And you have 2.7 kilometers per second of delta V's, so we should be good to go for this. And this is an experimental test mission. We are hoping that this is a well-performant spacecraft and drill. And based on this test, we will see if we need to make any adjustments to future designs. All right, orbit is raising rapidly. And there's the traditional shout out to pizza. Let's cut the engines. Let's burn at very low thrust for some precision for the end of this burn. Ooh. I'm a little bit off, but that is okay. We can make an adjustment right here. Let's not do that adjustment. Let's do an adjustment here. At the ascending node, I say. Let's see. Hold on. What? Shipwreck says, "Who did that shout out?" I had to translate that. Yeah, who did that shout out? If it wasn't Shipwreck, but that is our traditional shout out to pizza. We're hoping that someday pizza sees these. Okay. Let's get a nice encounter with Minmus. We need to change our inclination so that we can get closer. There we go. If we keep our descending node right there, we should get nice and close. I'm just gonna nudge it in these two directions until it tells us that we will encounter our target. Oh man, it's being a finicky guy. That's okay. Maybe we need to retrograde a little bit. Yeah, that's the final element that we're missing. There we go. That is an encounter there. So we need to make a 145 meter per second burn in almost 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes. Let's do a little bit of time warp. Let's see. Shipwreck says, very rudely, I think we should talk about firing Supreme. She doesn't even know what pineapple abscess is. That's because pineapple abscess is something you made up, Ship. Mr. Rex, sir. All right, we're 1 minute away from our maneuver node. Let's point towards it. Electric charge is doing fine. And we've used more fuel than I'd like, so it may well be that we find out that what we need to adjust is the delta V of our transfer stage. Fortunately, Minmus is very easy to land on, so hopefully this won't be an actual issue. All right, let's do this burn in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. We're going to do low thrust here. Yeah, but Supreme Doom Shipwreck didn't hack my stream to add dad jokes. Hashtag fire shipwreck. Okay. Just a little gentle push, and we'll have it. There we go, and that is an encounter with Minmus. Please blow up, says Shipwreck. Wow, wow, wow. So rude. So incredibly rude. Okay, yeah, and we have these solar panels for now, because if we extend these, then they will only get damaged by these engines. So these are for the journey there, and then these are the heavy-duty solar panels that will actually power the drill and the refinery. Shout out to Fossabot. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. You know what? I'll follow Fossabot. I'm now following Fossabot. Nice. Okay, now, when it changes the calculations, when we go into time warp, will we lose our encounter? No. Good. Excellent. Okay, but it might take us a bit to get there. We'll see. All right, not as much time as it was trying to claim. Yeah, those are incorrect. There we go. Minmus periapsis in 4 days. That's better. You guys, we're just barely over a month until Kerbal Space Program 2 is released in early access. I'm having a little bit of an existential crisis here. That's a good point, Pete Vegman. We don't want him to blow up while he's in the map. Oh no, another fact. Weatherman Willard Scott was the first original Ronald McDonald. Oh boy. Yeah, Pete Vegman doesn't post much or ever, but if he did, and they're decided now that we're out here, it's gonna try to take away our encounter. Okay, so let's warp to here and then come out of time warp, and it should recalculate. There we go. Oh, so Kit is a Ronald McDonald. Oh, it's the Weatherman conspiracy. That's what it is. They're the real Illuminati. And that's why McDonald's fries taste so good. Okay, let's get our encounter with Minmus before anything else happens. There we go. We are in the sphere of influence of the tiny ice moon Minmus. Now, we just need to burn retrograde, and we can do that from here. Or we can go all the way there. Let's do that. Let's get to our periapsis. Warp here, and then we'll burn retrograde to slow our orbit down, or slow down and get an orbit. And we have 1.7 kilometers per second of delta V remaining. Okay, and there's our capture orbit. Our inclination is 173 degrees, which means we are in a retrograde orbit, and that is okay. It doesn't particularly matter. What we do want to make sure is that we can find a landing spot that has a decent amount of ores. So, there's the sun. Let's focus on Minmus. There we go. And let's open up the ScanSat mod. Ishibrik says, I have a question. Why is Pete not a mod? I can do so much damage with him. Why is Pete not a VIP? Anyway, let's do that. There we go. Hash Pound Pro Streamer. ADHD Barbie says, I've never seen this game. It's very cool. This game is just about as old as Minecraft, and it is a challenging and fairly realistic space simulation, but yes. And the sequel is coming out next month. I am very excited. Okay, and so this triangle here is the scanning arc of the satellite that has made this map. Okay, so yeah, we're looking at an altimetry map that has a resource overlay. Let's do... Okay, if I go to biome, we don't actually have a biome map, so that will give us a blank canvas here. Let's turn off the orbit markers. There it is, the orbit overlay. So we want to land on one of these little purple splotches. Let's see. Pete Beckman says, this game is the best. It really is. Shipwreck says, I tried to VIP him, but I didn't have permissions to do so. Ha! Thwarted. ADHD Barbie says, I love space. My sister's an aerospace engineer, so we're big space sky lovers. That's very cool, actually. One of my wife's friends did some work on the James Webb telescope, and so I can tell you there was there was some high stress there when that was launching. Okay, but yeah, we've done a scan with our satellite of ore deposits on the surface. And so up here we have 5 to 10% ore. Here we have 0 to 5%. We want to land where it's between 5 and 10%. Let's see, is this our current satellite? I think it is. Let's time warp and see. Maybe. Does this look right? Actually, we can turn on an overlay. Planetary overlay, yes. Draw overlay of ores. There we go. And yes, we are. Are we looking at that? Where is this splotch here? Okay, that's the pole right there. Okay, that is this shape right here. So yes, we are right here. We probably want to land right here, actually. So let's do that. Let's see. Pete Venkman says, I love this game, but I'm no good at it at all. I tell you what, in streaming it, I have been able to discipline myself to take fewer shortcuts and actually get way better at this. Barbie says she just got her pilot license. That's an amazing, beautiful telescope. That's amazing, a beautiful telescope. Yes, oh, pilot's license. That sounds really fun. That's something I would love to do, but it is unlikely ever to happen. But, you know, who knows? I mean, Scott Manley is 1 decade older than I am, and he is working on his pilot license, so it could happen. All right, let's go to surface mode so that we are, if we get a 0 meters per second velocity, that is relative to the surface, which means we are stationary to the surface. And we can just drop. Except from out here, that would be a terrible idea because we would just escape. So let's instead time warp to here. What does our alarm look like? Okay, we have 6 days until our ELU launch window. Yeah, we definitely want to see what we've got on the way to ELU and then maybe launch something new. So, but we should have time to do this. Let's warp to here. All right, we're in a prograde orbit now, which is good. Okay, and we are over a decent ore deposit right here. I don't know what the slope looks like, though. We have a nice wide base, so we should be fine there. Let's go ahead and see about landing here. What does our orbit overlay look like? It's pretty gross, so we're barely seeing it at all. We're just seeing these ticks. No, we want to go retrograde to our... There we go. Barbie says, this is like a foreign language, but I like watching. Yeah, no worries. And if you have any questions about anything, I don't mind trying to explain. But basically, we're burning retrograde, which means we're burning in the opposite direction of where we're going so that we can slow down. And our reference point is the surface, which means that we will, if we have a 0 meters per second relative velocity to the surface, we are going to descend over 1 point on the surface. Except that's pretty awful. Are we in the right? Let's make sure that we are actually control from here. Okay. Yeah, that is not going to allow us to land if we do that, which is actually surprising. So let's slow down relative to orbit for now. Supreme Doom has been falling for 1 year, 6 months, 14 days, and 18 hours. Nice. A year and a half. Jeez. It's hard for me to believe I've been streaming that long. Okay. Yeah, we need to drop really close. I'm trying to do this from way too high an altitude, and it's causing me some issues. So let's drop in nice and close before we choose our landing site. Okay. Oh no, another dad joke. What do prisoners use to call each other? Cell phones. And Barbie asks, if you don't mind me asking, how did you get into this game? I first heard of it, actually, because of a fellow Minecrafter back in 2012 had mentioned that this was the other game that they played a lot, and so I looked into it, and I was like, okay, well, that looks awesome. And it was in early access then. This is one of the games that pioneered early access, right before it was an official thing on Steam even. And so I bought it and got immediately addicted. And then I showed it to my brothers, and they got immediately addicted. Okay, once again, we're over a good spot. There's plenty of ore on Minmus, so we're good. Okay, surface mode. All right, now this is working as we were hoping. Okay, so if I line this up, we can see where we're going to come down. We want to get a 0.0 meters per second relative velocity to the surface. And then let's hope that we can stick the landing on the first try. There we go, that's pretty good. So yeah, we still have this arc. Let's focus on our ship again. We still have this arc. We're gonna come down this way, but by the time we get down there, this point will have moved to there because of the rotation of Minmus. And then we've got, I heard those totems. We've got Shipwreck and Supreme totems showing up. And Supreme Doom, I still don't understand this game. Okay, Supreme Doom, there's only one thing you need to understand right now, is that purple is the color of quality. The more purple, the more that's where we want to be. So we're landing on the purple on this overlay that is from our map. Focus on ships. Focus on that space ghast. And Barbie says, it's super cool. I'm going to have to show my siblings that they are all engineers. I think they'd be interested. Yes. I think just missed it being free on the Epic Store, but chances are it will be on super sale on Steam in a month when the sequel comes out. All right. Let's close this. We still have the overlay on. And we want to use the MechJeb mod, and there's the Doom totem. I understand purple. Thank you, says Supreme Doom. That's right. And we want the landing info screen. We're not going to automate this landing, just get our info. And this tells us how long until our suicide burn, which is just over 4 minutes, which is the point of no return. And we need... let's see, will it tell us surface thrust to weight ratio? Yeah. Well, this is telling us suicide burn delta V is only 115 meters per second. That's how much we'll need to bleed off to land safely. And that will be very doable. We have 10 times that. Green bad, purple good, says Supreme Doom. Excuse me, but green is also good. And I'm glad you think so, Barbie. I've got a whole lot more to implement. So far, I only have Supreme Doom and Shipwreck implemented. Yes, Shipwreck made us all custom totems, and I've been using them to make animations. Enjoy it while you can, Shipwreck. Green and purple good, says Barbie. That's right. All right, look at that. We can see clearly the surface of Minmus. All right, so what we need to do now, I need to remind myself which action group unlocks. I think it's 4. No, it's 0. Okay, that locks the landing gear in place. Okay, so what we need to do is unlock the landing gear and extend them, and then lock them again. All right, and we need to point retrograde again. Supreme Doom, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. There's no rain on Minmus. I'm understanding colors. All right, and I think we've got a relatively level surface to land on. We have a nice wide landing base, so that is good. No rain on Minmus. What? Probably some dust and snow at some point, but do you see a cloud in the sky, Pete Beckman? I don't. All right, we are 2 minutes and 20 seconds away from when we need to do a suicide burn. We're going to do one early. We have lots of spare Delta V, so we can make a very safe, careful landing. And yeah, these two numbers are in agreement between these two mods right now, but if we ever do time warp, this one goes all wonky, but this one does not, so. Time to stop packing umbrellas for my Kerbals, says Pete Beckman. Depends on where you're taking them. Okay, so let's time warp just a little bit and get closer. And there's Supreme Doom with the traditional "let's do the time warp again" comment. All right, let's go ahead and lead off some fuel or some. Wait, we don't have control? No, why don't we have control? We have electric charge. We don't have a signal. We don't have a signal. No, this is a disaster. We're going to crash. You're welcome, Shipwreck. Yep. Let's, we should have plenty of relays, but I guess we don't. So let's, here we go, Shipwreck, enjoy. Well, there goes our prototype. No! Well, let's upgrade the communications around Minmus, and let's send another one of these, because that would have landed perfectly had we maintained control. You had epic music playing, Pete Beckman. That's amazing. Heat your heart out, Shipwreck. And Supreme Doom says, I'm just going to turn this stream into Songify Dan's words. Songify Dan's words. I'm lingering on this for your sake. Oh, look at all the debris. That's beautiful, I have to admit. It's so peaceful in this low gravity. Confetti. Rip. Well, we got some space junk on the surface of Minmus now. So, all right, let's not worry about launching to Elu right now. Instead, let's go to, okay, it's moving on the surface, so we need to wait for it to come to a stop. And then it will, otherwise it'll revert some of our save, and that's a little cheaty. So we don't want to do that. All right, come to a stop. Stop rolling. I said stop rolling. I can't even control it to stop rolling. Gotta grab my lunch, says Barbie. No worries, hopefully it's a good lunch. All right. Oh, I need to stop rolling. All right, let's turn on physics warp and hasten it to a resting point. Hopefully. Sometimes the physics gets a little wonky when calculating rolling. Okay, there we go. All right. Now we can go back to the Space Center, and let's upgrade our communications network. Let's send something really hefty to Minmus orbit so that we never lose contact with anything in Minmus orbit again. And then take 2 on the drill. All right, it's dark and it's not rendering properly. That's okay. Let's go to the vehicle assembly building. And plenty of time has passed between launches, so we can just go ahead right now. All right, let's open the ComSat. Is it ComSat 3, ComSat Extra? No, it's ComSat 3. Yeah, that's the one. And let's put this in orbit of Minmus. All right, and let's just take it right out to the launch pad and go immediately. This is going to be absolutely necessary. Okay. It's loading up the launch pad. We're not recovering the booster, so we can close that. And yeah, we're going to do a night launch. Those are fun. Let's have some fun with it. Use our camera tools, target self, set position. Let's watch from right over here. There we go. Close that. And let's pull up our graphs as well. Let's see, flight recorder. Let's look at our altitude, our acceleration, and our dynamic pressure. And throttle up, stability assist is on. Our staging, this one is a little bit wonky. We'll have to, we'll watch that when we're deploying the actual satellite, but everything else looks okay. So yeah, we are go for launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Vehicle is pitching downrange. Everything is looking nominal. Vehicle is supersonic. And we've reached maximum aerodynamic pressure. Next up will be main engine cutoff, or MECO. All right, and is there any game sound for you guys? I'm looking over at my desk or at OBS, and it's not showing any anything there. We have MECO, stage separation, and second engine start. But yeah, I'm not seeing any anything under the KSP audio. Thanks, OBS. All right, our fairing separation is confirmed. Ah, we're getting nothing in OBS. All right, I'm gonna see if I can address that. Not for you? Okay, that's a shame. That means there was no intro music for you guys on the starting soon screen. Oh, that's a shame. All right, second engine cutoff. And yes, it's dark, I know. Let's close this. Let's see, yep, we're night launch, so yeah, that is gonna be dark. Let's see if I can redefine that audio source. KSP audio. What are you doing to me, OBS? Let's actually remove that and add a new one. Application audio. Let's see. KSP KSP audio. And nothing. Okay, I'm gonna enable desktop audio, which might add some weird things with the alerts, but oh well. Yeah, sometimes it does have trouble with the Kerbal Space program. And I'm glad to hear that your lunch is delicious. And let's see. Oh no, it's that's an old message. I thought Pete Vegman had something new, but no, it's talking about playing epic music while I had an epic disaster. So rude. All right, let's warp to our apoapsis and let's get ourselves an orbit, shall we? And there's a sunrise as we start our engine a second time. There's the sun right there. Now we can actually see the spacecraft. All right, we have an orbit, and it is circularized. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, see, it's so much better with the sound, isn't it? Yeah, it's specifically Kerbal Space Program that sometimes OBS just cannot find the audio source. I saw there's a major update to OBS today. Of course, I did not install it minutes before a stream, but I'm interested to look into it and see what they have improved and changed, and what it might break. All right, let's go ahead and deploy our big solar panels. There we go. And once again, we're gonna go to Minmus. So there's Minmus right there, set that as our target. And oh, this is good. It's gonna be right about there, close to the our ascending and descending nodes. So looks like the descending node. So that's where this this orbit is going to intersect the plane of this orbit. So if we do, let's add a maneuver node at the ascending node on our next orbit and see how close that will get us. Right on, in fact. Okay, this is essentially perfect. So let's just time warp around here. Key Supreme Doom saying let's do the time warp again. And all we need to do then is burn prograde so that we increase our orbital speed and therefore increase our altitude. So if we burn from here, prograde or retrograde, we will change the altitude on the opposite end of our orbit. So that's why we're doing this. Let's see. Right about here. We're 30 seconds away from the ascending node. Let's start the engine, and then I'll look at Pete Vegman's question there. Let's see. How many satellites, asked Pete, do you need to have in sufficient communication? Do you need to have sufficient communication? Not a ton. Basically, I need two things. I need satellites with big communications dishes, which this has, and enough so that if line of sight is blocked on one, it is not blocked on another one. So, and they've changed the way that the antennas work since the last time I played this game regularly. So I've run into a lot of issues in this playthrough because of that, and had to learn a lot about how this handles relay versus direct antennas. All right, there's a good encounter right there. Minmus. Okay, that's, oh, that is all flickery and gross. Let's see. I want to see my Minmus periapsis. There it is. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's go with this. We will set up a different ELU launch window. Before we get there, we are going to have to, it's going to take us 10 days to get there. We are going to need to address our probe that is around Jewel, which will be approaching Lathe, the closest moon of Jewel. And we've got another dad joke, courtesy of Shipwreck V27, last of his name. Fossilbot says, my wife told me to rub the herbs on the meat for better flavor. That's sage advice. Oh my gosh. I can't. Wow. Wow. All right, let's add a maneuver right here just as a marker so that if I create an alarm, it's a maneuver type, and this is, we're gonna be, let's see, Sat Minmus encounter. There we go, and add the alarm. That way we don't miss it. And what the heck? Edit. Oh, it's manual type. Okay, hold on. Maneuver, that's what we want. Okay, then it'll be 6 days from now. All right. Sat Minmus encounter. There we go. And I hit cancel. No, that's a derp. I mean, no, it isn't. Shh, Shipwreck, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that at all. Attempt number 1. Sat Minmus encounter. Add alarm. There we go. So now if we'll delete the ELU launch window alarm, and we'll make a new one for the next good launch window to ELU. And so let's switch to our probe that is in orbit of the gas giant Jewel. And let's get a flyby of Lathe. And let's see, do we still have a connection? Here we go. P. Venkman rudely says, Dirt Bear Pig strikes again. How dare. Yeah, we have a 1% signal strength. We're barely holding on by a tiniest thread of signal. But okay, we're 3 days away from a Lathe encounter. Let's go ahead and warp to the next alarm, which is 1 day ahead of our Lathe encounter. And we set it up as a manual alarm for that very reason, that it takes away the encounter while we're in time warp. Still a 1% signal strength to a satellite right over there. That is to Jewel Probe 1, which is then relaying the signal to the Kerbal Space Program. All right, delete and close. There we go. And just in case, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick save in case the game derps. We don't quick save to revert Dan derps. Those we accept. But the game, if the game derps and takes away this encounter when we're right there, no. That's because of rounding errors usually. As long as we maintain this tenuous encounter or a signal. Okay, there's Lathe. Look at that shadow as it transits over the sun. Look at that. That's so cool. I love that. Okay, we're 12 minutes away, almost 13 minutes, and we should have a nice view of it from up here. Okay, there's Jewel, there's Lathe. Oh my gosh, look at that view. Let's get a screenshot because that is awesome. Okay. All right, let's warp closer. All right, we are 1.5 minutes away. We're going to be very careful about this. All right. 25 seconds away from our change of sphere of influence. All right, here it is. We are in the sphere of influence of Lathe for the first time. We're 11 minutes away from periapsis. We have not nearly enough delta V to achieve an orbit, but that is okay. We can do some science. And world first milestone, we have initiated the first flyby of Lathe. Excellent. Pete Bangman says, I love the visuals in this game. Even though they aren't always super detailed, they are gorgeous. And yeah, this is modded, to be fair, for the visuals, but even without the mods, yeah, this is just such a beautiful game. Okay, let's do some science experiments. Press map barometer, log pressure data. The instrument reads 0. It's as if it were in a vacuum. You don't say. Excuse me, you don't say. I've got some hiccups. Let's transmit that data. Let's keep an eye on our electric charge. And please tell me we can send data. We can. Okay, good. There we go. Okay. We can also do a temperature scan. Log temperature. Measuring the temperature of space appears to be quite impossible, as there's no matter around to be either hot or cold. We've heard this before, except the spacecraft and the thermometer itself. This is probably going to give the R&D guys something to think about for a while. Transmit. Yeah, there's not much else we can do with this thing. We've already used the mystery goo container. Now we do have this fuel here, so here's what we can do. Let's do this, and that actually gives us lots more delta V. All right, what's our orbit look like after this? Okay, maybe we can get it to fly by another moon after we finish this flyby of Lathe, because there's not much point in getting this thing in orbit of Lathe. Supremium says, I've just done something super fun. I've ordered my, which one is that? That's the beautiful emote as a custom diamond painting. Ooh, that's pretty cool. What is specifically a diamond painting? Okay, let's go ahead and get our flyby completed and see where else we can send this thing. I'm hoping to send it to Hull, the farthest moon of Joule. All right. Man, that is very pretty. All right, we're about to leave Lathe's sphere of influence. There we go. Now let's go back to the map view and look at our orbit. We still have Pole set as our target. So now here at this ascending node, we do need to change our inclination significantly, and that's probably what's going to cause this to fail. Because those are expensive maneuvers, and yeah, we do not have the delta V for that. Boo. Okay, but what if instead we just lowered our orbit and see what happens on subsequent orbits? Maybe we'll get lucky. No, let's not do that. Let's just burn retrograde instead. Well, that was actually pretty close. We're getting little flickers of very close. Just flickers though. Nothing really great. But we actually need to cross the sphere of influence, or the orbit, so that's actually not going to help. Believe it or not, this is a little bit counterintuitive here. But what can I do to maximize our chances of encountering Hull? Not that. Boo. Let's see. Supreme Doom says, yeah, Crescent Kerbin, says Pete Vegman. No, Crescent Lathe. Supreme Doom says diamond painting is a sticky canvas, and it comes with tiny diamonds that you stick on it. It's pretty much pixel art with diamonds. Oh, cool. I've never done diamond painting. My daughter had one, and I placed a few diamonds, but I figured it would be a great activity to celebrate 500 followers in 1 year on Twitch. Very nice. Yeah, you've been just knocking it out of the park on Twitch, Supreme Doom. Especially since your community theme is gem. Yeah, bougies. I said that right? All right, let's do a little bit more tweaking of this. Let's see if we can get something. What about one of these other ones? Bop. That's even worse, actually. Tylo. And Raider. Redeem Booznates. Oh, sorry, I said it wrong. By jokes. That's what it is. All right, we'll Booznate for Raider. And drink in memory of the lost space drill. Smashed to bits on the surface of Minmus. Thank you, Raider. Yeah. We have Val as well. It's going to be real difficult. Yeah, so the trick is, if we go here, right in line with the equator of Joule, we have these moons which are in equatorial orbits. We have Bop, which is in this inclined orbit, and we have Paul, which is in this inclined orbit. And we are in this inclined orbit. Really, really awful orbit. So basically what we need to do is see if we can get this where we will have some way to enter the sphere of influence of one of these moons so that we can get just a little bit more science out of this thing. So let's set Paul as our target again. Paul was the original plan here. Add a maneuver here, and let's see if we can get these to cross. Like so. Let's move the camera around here. That is pretty good. And now what we need to see is on subsequent orbits. Will that be better? Ooh, that's actually really good. If we do this a month from now instead of an hour from now, we actually have a chance. All right, let's pin that. See how well we can do at this. Whatever lowers that number is what we want to do. And that's lowering it the most. Okay. Ooh, we had something there. Oh, that's another lathe encounter. We don't want another lathe encounter. We've already encountered lathe. And Raider says, what's the new Customize My Kerbal? That is to remind me that there's a feature in this game, in this version of the game, where you can change the spacesuit style, and for one of the styles, you can even change the color of fancy lights on it. So far, we have changed Supreme Dooms and Shipwrecks. Supreme Doom is, of course, purple, and Shipwreck is, of course, brown, poop-colored, because it's Shipwreck. Okay. All right, we're getting a lot closer here. 2,000 kilometers. Yeah, and we don't want to get this re-encounter of lathe. And this is within the delta V that we have, so... Yikes. This is rough. Okay, we can get within 1,000 kilometers doing this. Any better than that? No. Okay, we'll do that, and then we can do a course correction on the way that will fix the rest of that. So what we need is a new alarm, and this one will definitely be a maneuver, and this is for, let's see, what is our craft name again? Joule Advanced Research, right, this is Joule Probe 3, I think. Okay, so yeah. Joule Probe 3. This is for pull, right? Pull correction burn. There we go. And we want an hour of advance notice for this. And add the alarm. There we go. And we still have a signal, so we're good. Pete Mangman says, look around you. Do you think you could make some kind of a rudimentary lathe? Pete Mangman with the Galaxy Quest quote. Love it. Oh. More world first milestones. We have gathered the first scientific data from Lathe and escaped the gravitational influence of Lathe. Nice. Very cool. How are we doing on science? We have 239 science points. Very good. Let's go back now to our ComSat, which is 2 days away from encountering Minmus. And go back to our main quest that we have assigned ourselves today. All right, here we go. Yes, and of course this has a strong signal because it has a strong relay antenna, the biggest one in the game. All right, and there's Kerbal. Yeah, they look very similar. Lathe is slightly smaller than Kerbal, has, I think, the same gravity, but is mostly water. Almost no land on Lathe. All right, and there's the moon. And what we can do here is go ahead and warp to this alarm, and then we'll delete it and close it. And since we were speaking of crafting projects with Supreme Doom, if you didn't see what I announced on Twitter, my wife is planning to stream after this. So we're going to raid her when we're done here. And she is going to work on what she calls UFOs, unfinished objects. So she has several in-progress projects that she'd like to see if she can wrap up. And so, yeah, she's just going to have some chill sewing in her sewing room and hang out. And we're going to go hang out with her. So that should be a lot of fun. And there's a shout out for the Princess Me. That's my wife right there. Fossabot with another dad joke from Shipwreck. I broke my finger at work today. On the other hand, I'm completely fine. How do I know that? How do I know that you're not just missing fingers on the other hand, huh? Yeah, see, there's some holes in that joke. Can I mod for Princess as Shipwreck? You're gonna have to ask her, and I'll ban you. All right. This is a strong enough encounter that it's not taking it away in time warp, so that's good. Shipwreck says, hey, I was her first fan. Well, you were her first official follower on Twitch, I'll give you that. You're also a butt. Okay. So we want this in actually a relatively high orbit. Give it a lot of coverage. And I don't mind it being inclined either. Fact, porcupines can float in water. Minmus says, better ban him before he becomes a mod, because you can't if he's a mod. Oh, that's a good point. Hashtag ban. All right, let's warp to here. Get our capture orbit. All right, we'll point retrograde so we can slow down. And burn. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is have a... we want this to spend as much time as possible on... well, this is going to change, so that's fine. But we want this thing to spend a lot of time looking down on Minmus and give us much better chances of maintaining communications. So we're also going to go to here and incline this orbit. Make it a nice, highly inclined orbit. Springdoom calling out Shipwreck saying, "Tusk, tusk. Imagine someone following a wife before the husband does, right, Ship?" Nice. Brutal. Alright, let's tilt this orbit. And also slow it down so it still is in orbit. There we go. And this has a 6-day orbital period. So that's pretty wild. We can't actually get a stationary orbit over Minmus because that would be outside of its sphere of influence. It would be too influenced by the gravity of Kerbal and not stable. So, and Shipwreck redeemed stretch. All right, let's stretch. I'm standing up with my hands on the ceiling and my feet are on the floor. There we go. I got your back, says Shipwreck. You sure do. Stretch out my spine, reset my posture. Much nicer. Stretch cam, says Shipwreck. I've got more work to do, and someone got me addicted to Vault Hunters, so I haven't done more work in my office, so... Okay. I think we're ready. Let's look at our alarms. Yep. Moho Probe 3 course correction. Let's go ahead and we actually want to pick up the pace on how much time we cover and get some of these missions there. We've done so much in the Kerbal system. This is possibly our last significant project here before we make our endgame grand tour spaceship, where we'll take all of our Kerbals on a tour of the entire solar system. I don't want to simply rush the end, but I do want to see if I can get to that endgame goal before Kerbal Space Program 2 comes out. Because you know we're going to stream Kerbal Space Program 2. It comes out on Friday, the 24th of February, so the 25th, I might do a little bit longer stream for Saturday in Space and take a first look at it. And Pete Vegman redeeming a hydrate. All right, let's hydrate. Let's run a vault, says Shipwreck. You know, Shipwreck, I think I am going to stream Vault Hunters tomorrow instead of First Craft. I might take a short break from streaming First Craft and work on First Craft off camera, because I've got a lot of planning to do that's not very exciting for streaming. So, but yeah, I think that'll be fun. Springdoom says, I'm not seeing redeems. Uh-oh. And the Fit Forbearer are going to be so conflicted on launch day to watch or play. You could do both. Also, welcome. On mobile. Yeah, the mobile app is more and more buggy compared to the desktop. Well, I actually missed the desktop app, but from the website. Let's see. All right, we needed to go to this here. So yeah, Moho Probe 3 course correction burn. Let's switch to that and let's see what we can do with that. It's boop, says Shipwreck accurately. That's right. Yeah, I know it would be foolish for me, I think, to try to stream on the launch day, because everyone's going to be watching the big names. There are a few big names. I'm probably going to be watching N9. He's actually been here before. I'm a big fan of his content. He does some very cinematic, very cool videos on YouTube. But yeah, he's planning, I think, a 24-hour stream of Kerbal Space Program 2 on launch day. So yeah. Oh no, we have another dad joke. What do you do on a remote island? Try and find the TV island it belongs to. Yep. Yep. I'd rather be on the TV island, maybe. Oh my goodness, shipwreck. Why did I not check the permissions here? I have regrets. Let's get to this ascending node here. Okay, that's right. We need to plan our correction when we get there. So let's go ahead and get there. Warp to next. So let 17 days pass in game. Oh no. Streamer says, shout him out, Dan. I'm not sure how to spell it. I will do so. I think it's N9 Gaming here. Let's try it out. Shout out N9 Gaming. I think that is accurate. No. Dismiss. There's a shipwreck one. Hold on, let's see. He might be streaming right now. Let me do a check. N9. Nah, I'm gonna have to look it up myself, actually. No worries. No worries, Supreme Doom. You're fine. And Shipwreck votes ship for mod of the year. Ineligible to nominate yourself. Thank you, Supreme Doom. All right, so what we need to do here, we have a relative inclination of 7.4 degrees. So we need to actually not have probe control. Why don't we have probe control? We've sent plenty of things out here. Look at this. Let's look at our relays. Let's show the whole comm network. Look at this. We should totally have probe control here. We're out of electric charge. That's why. Oh no! We never deployed the solar panels. Remember, I said that this is the thing I'm most likely to forget. I always forget that. No, this thing's dead in space. I was waiting for it. That's true. We haven't had this derp in a while, actually. I've been very good about this. No, I'm so sad. Okay, so let's go to this probe where we just were. Boo! I'm so sad. We have other things set into Moho, though. That'll be fine. That's one we launched quite a while back, so that derp is from a while ago. This one has its solar panels out. All right, so here's what we need to do. Coming up on this maneuver node. Right there. So let's go ahead and time warp to that. That's 2 days away and 5 hours. Okay. And yeah, we have a 1 hour margin is what we've given ourselves. So let's delete and close, and let's time warp closer. And no, we have lost probe control. This is not a derp though. This is just, we had such a tenuous connection before, and now we have simply lost it, but that is okay. This probe has done a great job so far. Let's, yep. Rip. But we still have it in orbit here, so who knows? We might be able to check in on it later and take it somewhere. So, yeah, back to our, we have 20 days until we encounter Drez. And I don't know if this is valid or not, but we'll see. We've been hoping for this one several times and missed it several times. But let's go back to the Space Center. Let's launch another another drill. And this time let's add more of a transfer stage to it so that hopefully we don't have to dock it and at the space station and refuel it on the way to Minmus. I'd like to take it directly if possible. All right. Also, let's just see what where we're at for science. I don't much care about specialized control, advanced metalworks, meh. This is the one we're saving up for, metamaterials, so that we can get wider fairings, the 5-meter fairings. That's what we want, and we are 311 science points away. So yeah, we've got a little ways to go. All right, vehicle assembly building. Let's pull up our space drill, the tentatively named Mosquito. I was trying to come up with a backronym for like TIC or something. If someone has a good backronym for this thing or a good name suggestion, I am very open. Let's see. Deep Space ComSat. Jewel. What did we call it? Resource ScanSat. ScanSat Supreme. Two rover deployer. Okay, we did call it Mosquito. Okay, cool. What? Shipwreck. You're fired. Derp 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 derp. Follow Princess Me. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Why? Why? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to change this to be a different transfer stage. For real this time. Shipwreck, you are the worst. I say as I take no action. Come on. Grab that. Let's put this fuel tank on. That's 2. Actually, no, I'd like the width of that. This is too narrow down here. What other adapters do we have available? One goes on there, but that's the right size. Okay. Yeah, that is much better right there. I think that's going to be a little too long, so let's take this one. Like so. And let's put an efficient engine on the back of there. Let's do the Wolfhound. Where is the Wolfhound? There it is, right there. The Wolfhound. Oh no. Okay. Shipwreck says, remember I said I had more power than you knew? Voila, my masterpiece, lol. Supreme Doom says, don't forget that thing you need, Dan, whatever it is. And Shipwreck with a fact. 70% of all boats sold are used for fishing. Interesting, if true. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's put this thing on the bottom here. And we're going to need to edit the fairing, which means I need to put the camera right in here, like so. Edit fairing. And let's delete some nodes. There we go. Make it even bigger. There we go. Look at that monstrosity. And 100% of our ship is a wreck, says Supreme Doom. And there's a shout out for the Princess Me. Yes, give her a follow. And again, that's where we are rating after this stream. Okay, let's double check our staging since we removed and re-added some parts. All right, we've got our 9 engines down there. We've got these. We need to change this so that the fairing is released there, and we're going to leave it on the confetti mode. I usually do the clamshell, but confetti is actually safer for this. Then there's that engine, and then we have that decoupler right there, right? Yes. And then those engines. Okay. Very good. And let's save it. And there's a Boozinate from Shipwreck. Pete Bangman says, paint the rocket red, and it would look like the Mega Missile from Descent. I know, right? Oh, that's one of the things I am very excited about Kerbal Space Program 2, is that we're going to be able to paint the rockets. That's going to be great. There's a mod for that here, but I don't have it. But that's going to be a vanilla feature, a stock feature in Kerbal Space Program 2. Thank you, Shipwreck. Supreme Doom says, I'm gonna launch this and read that while we go to the launch pad. Supreme Doom says, funny story, when I first met Ship, he had a night of boozinating with Sailor Jerry, and I said, thinking of pirates, be careful, I'll have to call you Shipwreck. And he said, what? How do you know? Lol, I had no idea he had the alias of Shipwreck, no actual relation to Sailor Jerry. He's gonna kill me. That's amazing. I thought that was going to go in a different direction to where that's where he got the nickname Shipwreck, but nope. Okay, let's double check our contracts here. But yes, so we've been having issues with the camera mods if I try to make a quick save and rename it. So we're not going to rename the quick save, we're just going to remember what it's called. But this is just in case we have an issue with, actually we can do this, pre-FMRS with no dash, because that's what's been changing the camera view to something we can't get out of. This is just in case the Flight Manager for Recoverable Stages mod deletes our contracts, which we haven't had happen in a while, but it's happened before. He's been Shipwreck for long before that. See, now I want to know why he's called Shipwreck. Alright, let's arm that mod, and let's open up MechJeb, and we want the landing guidance, because we're going to do, there it is, we're going to do an automated landing. We're going to pick a target on the map, and that target is going to be in the dark. Right here on the shores. There we go. All right, so let's throttle up. Stability assist is on, and fine control is on as well. Okay, let's see. Sprick says, why would I be upset? Supreme Doom says he's silent. He either doesn't know or he's gonna kill me, lol. I don't know, for telling stories, lol. I don't troll well, remember? I don't know that fine line. Oh no, we have an 8-ball. Oh, Shipwreck, all right. The magic 8-ball says, my sources say no, robot. Well, anyway, yeah. All right, let's send this thing to Minmus. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Vehicle is pitching downrange. Oh, thank goodness. Magic 8-ball, is Dan cool? Is Dan potty trained? Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. I can't argue with the 8-ball, Shipwreck, you're fired. Brilliant. Hashtag fireship, says Supreme Doom. Yep, exactly. We have to. The 8-ball said so. All right, let's see if this all works out. We have a much heavier payload this time. Why are we stuck? No! Why is that stuck in there? That is... Wow, that is trippy and a half. Holy cow. Did I forget that thing? I don't think I forgot a thing. I think something weird is happening with, this part has gotten clipped in there. Let's see. And that's gonna explode, is it? Yeah, okay. Well, that is no good. We're going to abandon these, and we're gonna see if there's a why that didn't detach, because that should have detached just fine, but it did not. So, error, no quotes found. Yeah, you got to configure that one, Shipwreck. But yeah, this thing, goodbye. Good news for you, Shipwreck. We get another another boom. Add quote fire ship. And this thing is heavy, so should go down fast. Look at those drills. I really want to land this thing. I want to land this thing and drill for ores. And splash. Well, at least hopefully we can land the... Ooh, it's going to be heavy though. Resume flight, close. Let's go back to the booster. Yeah, you need to add quotes, but I don't. Yeah, I haven't ever messed with that module. Okay. Oh, it took away our target too. So let's reset the target right there and land at target. All right, let's see if it can land even with this thing here. Maybe we can enable cross feed. We have lots of Delta V at least because of that extra fuel, so we might be able to. Number one, fire ship. Oh, yeah, it might have been because of the hashtag, yeah. Interesting. Let's see. Let's see. There it is. All right, are we gonna land this thing or not? Come on, MechJeb, you can do it. Turn around. Land at target. Well, let's do this. Oh, I'm fired, says Shipwreck. You know it. 8 Ball said so. quote bot said so. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for giving me incentive, Shipwreck, to actually, you know, migrate all of that stuff to StreamerBot so that I can turn FossaBot all the way off. All right, let's do this. Let's do a landing. Come on. Yeah, we're probably going to have to give more clearance here because this is not detaching that. There we go. She says, hey, I need Fossa. Exactly. All right, that is our boost back burn complete. Now we should land right on that spot. It's going to be a night landing, which we haven't done before. And there's a fact. The KGB is headquartered at number 2 Felix Dzerzhinsky Square, Moscow. That is life-changing. Maybe we could do some custom facts or something. All right, I am hands-free right now. This is all in the hands of MechJeb. And wow, we have used way more. Yeah, this is not going to land. 470 meters per second is the delta V we have. We need 700. So yeah, this is a big old stinky fail. Also, we're coming down very fast. You need more permissions? Aha! Yeah, this is gonna splody crash close to the Space Center. They're gonna get a nice view though. There's a dad joke. Hold on, I have something in my shoe. I'm pretty sure it's a foot. Sigh. Whoa. What the heck? Why did you do that? Why did you do that, MechJeb? You had it. Oh. Oh my goodness. MechJeb, you had it and you lost it. Smash. Hey, we're actually going to recover a lot, though. Whoa, not enough. All the engines are just sitting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All the engines survived. Well, that's actually our upper stage engine right there. Look at that. Okay. Let's see. Jump back to main mission. What's that gonna do since the main mission has exploded? There's a dirt pad. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow, wow, wow. So, what have we accomplished? A flyby of Lathe. So at least there's that. Okay, yep, there is no main mission to jump back to, so we're just going to close this. We're going to be reset. That should be fine. Should be. And let's go to the Space Center. And let's evaluate what went wrong and do a minor redesign. That was expensive, but we have the budget, so we should be okay. So hopefully all we need to do is give a little bit better clearance for that engine because it got stuck. I don't think it was a staging issue. But we're going to look into it for sure. All right, loading up the VAB. There we go. Open. We want the Mosquito drilling rig. All right, let's take a look right down here. And yeah, I'm not sure this is attached the way I want it to be. That I think is better. There shouldn't be an issue with that. Let's nudge it right there just in case. And let's do a simulation flight. Just a simulation. Oh, there's another thing I want to do is set these two locked right off the bat. There we go. All right, save, and let's just do a simulation. Let's see if this change allows us to have a good separation. And we're, since this is a simulation, whether it works or not, we are reverting, so we don't get to keep our success, and we don't have to keep a failure, and we are not going to worry about trying to land the booster. Okay. So yeah, as soon as it loads in, we're going to disarm FMRS. There we go. All right, and let's just go. And Supreme Doom sniped the Boozinate. Mwahaha! Take that, shipwreck. Thank you, Supreme Doom. Wait, says Supreme Doom. Uh-oh. Sigh. Uh-oh, what did we need to wait for? That's ship on my phone. I see it's Supreme Doom. It's a Supreme Doom redeemed Boozinate. I got tricked. Soup left your phone. Did you try to do it from your phone and accidentally do it from Supreme Doom's phone? Because that derp ad shipwreck. Amazing. That's amazing. All right, we're gonna make sure this thing can separate cleanly and also get to orbit. That is indeed hilarious. I am very amused. All right. Yeah, what the heck? That is, there's definitely clearance there. So this, and yeah, that engine is burning. Aim the camera. Let's take a look. This is not my derp. That there should be detached. All right. It might be that the game is considering this all clipped into this tank because this is clipped into those. So that might be what's holding it back. We had a similar issue with the collision meshes for the nuclear engines when we were working on our last ship. So let's revert to the vehicle assembly building. And Supreme Doom redeemed a dad joke. This one's going to be really good, actually. Yeah, I thought he was trolling us. Turns out he was trolling himself. I was just looking at my ceiling and not sure if it's the best ceiling in the world, but it's definitely up there. Yeah, 3 of the last messages are not my style. Can you guess which ones? Let's see. Probably that's hilarious. I grabbed the wrong phone and the I thought he was trolling us. Turns out he was trolling himself. Those are the ones that are not your style, I think. All right, let's take the coupler. Oh, it was my derp. Staging was disabled on this. One more test. Exactly. Yes, yes. I always talk about flatulence in stream. We know it. And purple poops of quality. This has been a lot of derps in the stream. And hello, Satan. How are you doing? So, Satan, we were talking, I think, partly to give myself more time to do some planning on my first craft base, and also because Shipwreck has gotten me addicted by bullying me into playing Vault Hunters. I think Vault Hunters is what I'm going to stream tomorrow. All right. Another test. This is another simulation. I'm starving? I just realized this, Supreme Doom. Doesn't sound in character. I think that's Shipwreck with your phone again. Ooh. You're on a treasure room. You have 29 hours before the server resets and the loot changes. I want the old loot, not the new loot. Ooh. Interesting. I don't have any treasure keys yet, so I can't try a treasure room yet. I'm working on a bounty to simply complete a vault, and all I've done so far is survive a few. I have not managed a completion yet. And yeah, I'm definitely early game, and I'm going to enjoy the early game. I like slow progression. That is some nice lighting with the sunrise there. I like that. Got my phone back, says Supreme Doom. I'm skeptical. I think that's still Shipwreck. Okay. Here we go. Is this going to... Did we find the issue? Did we fix it? Oh, we did! Yes. Alright, let's make sure this thing can get to orbit. Going to pitch down. I think it's going to need more fuel, more Delta V. We're probably going to put some tanks on the outside of it there. I hear a fanfare. Gerhulk, how are you doing? Welcome. What were you up to? Were you on Clickwell? And there's a shout out for Gerhulk. Definitely go follow Gerhulk. Very fun streamer. I don't get to hang out nearly as much as I would like. You were also playing a space game. What were you playing? Okay. Star Wars Squadrons. Ooh. Yes, definitely different. Okay, so that brings up an interesting thing, because watching Star Wars after playing Kerbal Space Program, I always notice the ships always have the engines pointed backwards, and they're always on when they're flying, and so ships are slowing down somehow when they're entering hangar bays and landing, even though the engines are pointing backwards. It's too funny to me now. But yeah, welcome Gerhulk, and thank you for bringing your crew. We are doing a test of this ship right now, and I think actually what I need to do is have a stronger engine here. So yeah. All right, let's revert and make one more change. We found the issue with why that was not separating. Yeah, the Star Wars universe has slightly different physics than our own. Yes, slightly is a word for it. Star Wars is definitely fantasy in space, but I love it. Okay, let's go ahead and put... we were using the Wolfhound, which has a thrust of 375 kilonewtons. Let's do something stronger. It also weighs 3.3 tons. But it has a high ISP. That's heavier. This one's lighter. Let's do the skipper. And let's also add some fuel to it. Gerhulk says, you'll notice that there's also a max speed, even though engines are constantly running. I know, right? It's because the ships follow mostly World War I, but some World War II naval combat physics, but in space. So, but you know what? It's fun, and it works. BRB says Supreme Doom. All right, you burb, and we'll see you when you're back. Okay, let's add. Can we widen this a little bit? What other fuel adapters? That one's tiny. What are our other options for fuel adapter? I want a little bit more delta V in this stage. Wait, we have some down here, don't we? Yes. Oh, there we go. Let's take that engine off. Let's get rid of that. A little bit bigger. Oh, that's way too big. That's way too small. Where's the right size? There it is. That's what I'm looking for. B Bangman says, so wait, that's not how spaceflight works? No wonder I'm so bad at KSP. Yeah, if you try using your Star Wars physics in Kerbal Space Program, you're gonna have a bad time. A real bad time. Alright, there's our new transfer stage. Pop that back on, make sure, okay, we need the... Let's go with the shorter one after all. Actually, let's do this. Okay, that looks good. And that. And pop that back on, and we no longer have to adjust it. It fits. Nice! That fits in our fairing, our existing fairing. Let's check our staging. It looks real good. Okay. Well, that was all very expensive, but we still have over 5 million Spaceos. So let's try this, huh? Let's try this. Save. We need to let some time pass before we take this to the pad. So let's look at our alarms again. And let 2 weeks pass at least. Loading up the Space Center here. Okay. Our alarms. Okay, Dres Probe 3, Dres encounters in 20 days. So let's go 15 days. In fact, let's add a manual alarm. And 15 days from now. And an hour. So we can get some sunlight there. Add the alarm, and we don't need to name it. Let's just warp to it. Epilepsy warning. Blah, 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 blah. All right, one more day, one more hour. Sun is up. And there we go. Delete and close. All right, back into the VAB. Let's load up that ship again and take it out to the launch pad again. Oh, we're winning. We are definitely winning. All right, and launch. I'm guessing Shipwreck is taking a nap now because we haven't had dad jokes in a while. Oh, there it is. Every night at 11:11, I make a wish that someone will come fix my broken clock. Okay. Oh, that's definitely a something. All right, it's probably gonna make us select this target again, but let's try. All right, landing guidance. Pick target on the map. We want to land right there near the Kerbal Space Center. All right, throttle up. Stability assist is on. And staging looks good. We are go for launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. The Callisto 2 reusable heavy launch vehicle carrying the Mosquito drilling rig towards Minmus. And here comes a fact. There are 336 dimples on a regulation golf ball. I'm so fascinated. And P. Venkman says you should try using flubber as a propellant. That could work. Or we could use Pinot Grand Fenwick. That works. I saw that on The Mouse and the Moon, based on a really funny book from the 50s. All right, and we are supersonic. We still have a target? Yeah, we do. Everything is looking normal so far. A little bit of an inclination, but not too bad. We're gonna fix it. Coming up on main engine cutoff, we have MECO, bearing deployment, stage separation, and second engine start. There we go, and we have a decent thrust to weight ratio here, so should be fine. And yes, our speed is decreasing a little bit because of gravity, but our apoapsis is rising, and that is what is important. Our speed will start increasing again very soon. All right, we are in space, and velocity is again increasing. Yeah, on a future iteration, hopefully this one succeeds, but either way, on a future iteration, I think we're going to be upgrading this engine to a Vector. Give it a little bit more thrust, even so, even than it has now. All right, let's speed up the game a little. Pitch up a little bit, maintain a 30-degree pitch, I think. There we go, and that is second engine cutoff, stage separation. Now we've got these engines. That looks cool, I gotta say. I'm a fan. Shipwreck says, why would I go to bed? My favorite American streamer is coming up next. Wow, 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 wow. That's true. Princess me. According to text-to-speak, it's crunch me. All right, let's get to our apoapsis. Get closer. There we go. And there's our orbit, and it is circularized. Very circular orbit. Okay, let's we're in orbit, so that's a thing. That's something. Let's clean that up. Let's set Minmus as our target, and it'll be about there when we arrive, so that's pretty good. If we set a maneuver right here, we're gonna try again. We're gonna get this, dang it. I can't go long today because you know, we're raiding Princess Me. And depending on how well my kiddos nap, maybe I can run a vault while I mod for Princess Me. We'll see. Look at that shot. I'm so good at this game. I say as I have failed everything but the lathe flyby today. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to make an inclination adjustment. But that should be pretty good right there. We'll do that maneuver. It's coming up in 7.5 minutes. All right, time to work just a little bit farther. Oh yeah, and we've got a Falcon Heavy launch coming up in an hour. Oh boy, it's an eventful day. All right. All right, let's point towards this maneuver marker on the nav ball, and we will fire the engines at about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Oof, this thing wants to wander on me. Uh-oh, I see shenanigans are happening in chat. I'll see what shenanigans in just a moment here. Let's throttle down. Okay, that's pretty good. And now we also need to burn anti-normal. Fix our inclination. Let's see. Shipwreck says, 8-Ball, is Princess a better streamer than Bear Pig? It is certain, says this. Wow. Wow. My own moderator. For now. Okay. Man, these flickerings, they kill me. All right, we want that. Oof, we're using up precious fuel here. Okay, we're gonna be there in 9 days. Let's see, what does our alarm say? We have our Drez encounter coming up. So let's add an alarm. It's gonna be very ironic if we can only get an orbit here and have to refuel the refueler. But it would be very on brand. So let's add an alarm. And it's going to be let's see, Minmus Periapsis is in 9 days. When is our encounter? It's in this flickery area. Cancel. Come on. Give me the info. Give me the info. Oh my gosh. All right. it'll tell us here. If I do SOI change, it will be in 8 days. Okay, so let's do a manual alarm for 8 days from now. Let's do that. And this will be Mosquito Minmus Encounter. And link to this vessel so we can switch to it and add the alarm. There we go. And Satan redeemed the Boozenate, and there's a mysterious coded message in Shipwreck's emojis. Thank you, Satan. Sniping it from Shipwreck. Mwahaha. Alright, now let's go to the Dres probe. And let's see what we can do with this Dres encounter. Hopefully it works out. I mean, our success rate is pretty great today. An absolutely fantastic success rate so far. Okay, we have a 9% signal. Oh, we didn't land the thing. That's okay. We'll do it. Fire Satan, says Shipwreck. Very rude. Very, very rude. And in fact, before we do anything else, let's land the booster. That's the safest bet. Let's do that now. Let's see if we can land this properly. Satan redeemed the hydrate. That's you're just twisting the knife on Shipwreck, sniping the Boozenate, and then diluting it. Put out the fire. Nice. Okay, do we have... Nope, it took away our target, so let's reset the target. Thank you, Satan, for the hydrate. And let's see, right there. And land at the target. Okay. Let's do it. Do it right. All right, lining up the landing prediction with the landing target. We have over kilometer per second delta V remaining. That's good. And we only need 750 delta V to land. Okay, so we should be able to do it this time. Let's see. Oh no, there's another dad joke. First, Shipwreck says, redeems aren't showing up for me, lol. You're on mobile. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's because you guys are on Android phones. Oh no. Fossabot's dad joke is, do I enjoy making courthouse puns? Guilty. Oh my gosh. All right, I need to take a very quick bio break. Let's leave this in the capable hands of MechJeb while I go do so. And let's also put up the cats for good luck. And I'll be right back. Enjoy, hopefully, a successful landing. Oh, I'm back just in time to watch. Oh, look at that perfection. That is beautiful. Let's see. Shipwreck says, 8-Ball, did Dan actually pee his pants a little? The Magic 8-Ball says, very doubtful. Accurate, Magic 8-Ball. Yay, the Lucky Cats did it. We have landed successfully. Hooray! All right, let's jump back to the main mission, and we should be good to go. It will automatically recover this. It'll give us a notification up here about that. That was actually really cool. What perfect timing for my bio break. All right. Mosquito 1 probe recovered. Nice. That's its fancy name for the booster. What? Excuse me? Why are we here? What the heck? That is not... Oh, this mod, I swear. I love it and I hate it at the same time. Okay. Might have to review the footage just in case. I'm hoping that it was me pushing the wrong button there, but I don't think it was. That's really, really annoying. Get good, says Shipwreck. That means we have to do this launch again. Grumble, grumble. Alright, let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Major face palm, says Pete Venkman. I don't know. Did you guys see? Did I push the wrong button? I don't think I did. I think I clicked on jump back to main mission, but it reverted the flight instead. Captain Picard level facepalm. All right, Pete Venkman, what did you see? What happened there? What are we working with? Was it my derp or was it the mod's derp? Vehicle is supersonic? You're expressing sympathy. Okay. Supreme News says, I wouldn't know what button was right or wrong. Yeah, I don't think I pushed the wrong button. I pushed the jump back to main mission button, which is supposed to take us back to the probe. But it might be because we switched crafts first. I'm betting it's that. It doesn't. It's very finicky and very touchy about that. So we're not gonna do that this time. But yeah, it after that perfect landing, absolutely flawless landing, flight got reverted. I'm very sad about it.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Exactly, Shipwreck. All right, here we go. We have Miko, bearing deployment, stage separation, and second engine start. We got another fact. All right, we're going to maintain a 30-degree pitch here. But the fact is, 60% of electrocutions occur while talking on the telephone during a thunderstorm. Really? That seems like a very old fact. I think that is a fact from before the days of cell phones. Smedium says, I'm on the fence for a derp ad. I'm going to see what happens here. I mean, I'm not going to argue with my mods, but my opinion is that that wasn't a derp, more of a figuring out the limitations of this mod here. I heard that a lot when I was a kid, so Shipwreck, yeah, me too. That was the days before cell phones, because, you know, old people. Alright, we are in space. Shipwreck will do it. very, very rude and uncalled for, I say. The ship does not trust. I don't need much convincing, says Shipwreck. Nope. Very rude. Alright, let's hope that the lucky cats come through for us again, because that was literally a perfect landing. And Supreme Numa says, also, he doesn't read, so, you know, that's true. I've had some very recent confirmations of that. It is very amusing. All right, let's pitch up just a little bit. There we go. We're about to have a second engine shut off. Shriek says, Dan, if you can get this question right within 5 years, I'll grant a derp remove. Uh-oh. I'm afraid. I have 5 years to answer, he says, so, you know, okay. All right, we have second engine shut off, stage separation, and ignition. Not much time, right? Says Supreme Doom? Yep. More like too much time. I'll be like, oh, I've got plenty of time, and then forget about it, and then, oh, time's up. All right, we have a roughly circular orbit. Let's see. Uh-oh. Shipwreck says, in what year did none of it become its own territory in Canada? I don't know. I don't divide my backyard up into territories. It's just my backyard. All right, let's go directly to the booster. We're going to need to set the landing spot. I didn't bother before because it keeps resetting that. I'm going to say 1282. The year 1282 BC? I don't know. That's like a long time ago, right? Probably. All right, pick a target on the map. We want to pick near the Space Center, right about there. And land at the target. Go. "1999, lol, it's our newest territory." 1999 BC, dang. That's even farther back. Hey, we aren't your backyard, sir, says Shipwreck. And another fact, all U.S. presidents have worn glasses. Some just didn't like being seen wearing them in public. I think that is also an outdated fact. Hold on, I need to look up a thing. I'm gonna look something up while we watch this thing land. Let's see. Oh, nope, that is still current. Okay. Yep. Even the most recentest couple of presidents have worn glasses, just not in public. Nice. They're all old people, so glasses. Some old people don't need glasses, though. Believe it or not. I mean, my wife doesn't wear glasses. I sure do. I'm totally blind without them. Not totally, but near enough. All right, we're going to do this landing. Okay, there it is. All right, we're watching our landing prediction line up with our landing target. Using more fuel than I'd like. This one's going to be close. Spring Doom says, capital O-M-E. Gee, you did not just refer to your wife as old. Yeah, nobody heard anything. She's a whole 11 months older than me. So, you know, old. See, I can't even say it. All right. Will we have 2 perfect landings in a row? Probably not, because that's just my luck. Dang it. All right. And there's the Space Center right down there. We can see it through the clouds, just peeking out there. Yeah, we're going... Oh, I heard a space witch. Thank you, Shipwreck. In theory, we have the Delta V to do this landing, but the margins are going to be incredibly tight. Also, it appears to be headed right towards the Space Center instead of, you know, our target. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Oh my gosh. You're killing me, MechJeb. You're killing me. Please explode, says Shipwreck. Shipwreck's not going to be awake for Princess Me. I knew I was your real favorite American streamer, Shipwreck. Alright, we're not going to hit any buildings at least.
You know what always cheers me up? Laughing at other people's misfortunes!
Okay, okay. Alright, not as tight a margin as I was expecting. We are okay. Whew, Shipwreck laughing at other people's misfortunes. I'll laugh at your misfortune, Ship. We are fine. Alright. So yes, I'm making sure I'm clicking on jump back to main mission. Okay. Oh yeah, that would be doubled.
And the crowd goes wild.
Okay, so what I should do is mute the sound alert source, since that's going to be coming in on the desktop audio too, since I've had to unmute desktop audio since it's not picking up the Kerbal Space Program audio for some reason. So, oh well. All right, here we go. This is the ship that we wanted it to go to. Is Princess in the room with you, says Shipwreck. Nope. She is not. I'm checking on her to make sure things are good. And she says they are. So hooray is what I will text back. All right, well, let's you know, I'm having a little bit of deja vu here. Like we've done this before. Recently. Okay, let's add the maneuver right at the ascending node and see if we can do this in one maneuver here. Okay, that's a moon encounter. That's not our destination. Our destination is the second moon, Minmus. And yeah, this will work too. And will be less expensive in Delta V. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so an 890 meter per second maneuver coming up in 14.5 minutes, and Shipwreck redeemed Boozinate. And I think there's a typo there, a hilarious one. Let's see. Shipwreck says, so hyped we can make fun, smiley face, F you. And sure, Supreme Doom saying, Princess does not make fun of Dan. Much. Yes, she does. Thank you, Shipwreck. All right. And that's coming up in 14 minutes, so let's do a time warp. I don't know how that smiley face got in there, it's a Shipwreck, I know, right? It was a typo. All right, let's just manually time warp a little bit. Okay, and this is basically a prograde maneuver. So 40-second burn time. We're gonna burn at about T-minus 30 seconds to the maneuver node. There's another shout out for the Princess Me. Give her a follow. And we're gonna rate her after this, so you'll have another chance if you miss it now, but don't miss it now. Give her a follow. All right, let's ignite the engines. I'm gonna be so bummed if we don't get this on this stream. It's up in the air now. Well, it's up in space. Just gonna make Dan make a watermelon dress. Not today. Shipwreck, I'm a little, it's a little interesting how much you want to see me in a watermelon dress. A little sus, I must say. Supreme Doom, you might want to be worried. I'm gonna steal him away from you with a watermelon dress. All right, there is an encounter with Minmus. I like it. Okay. All right, and we recovered the probe. We can now reset this. Yes. And let's see. FMRS recovery. We recovered 200,000 spaceos. Fan-freaking-tastic. Supreme Doom says. Take him. I mean, oh no. Oh wait, Supreme Doom also said we should. Oh, well, it scrolled up. There we go. We should randomly shout out streamers and hope they come check out who shouted them out. I know, right? Like pizza and Spaceman. I like that, but here's the problem, Shipwreck. That's the wrong shout out. They're not going to get a notification from that. You got to do the official Twitch one. All right, so let's do this again. Let's we're going to encounter Minmus in 11 days and 4 hours. So let's add an alarm, a manual one, tie it to this vessel. Yeah, manual alarm in 11 days. And once again, we're going to call it Mosquito Minmus Encounter. Add the alarm. And now we are safe to go to the Dres Probe 3. Oh boy, that was a lot. There's a shout out for Spaceman. Let's see, Spaceman. I'm gonna follow Spaceman. Because they're called Spaceman. These are the shenanigans. All right, and we have a good signal. We have a strong signal to the relay at Dres. We can close that, that's in the way. Which has a weak signal to ComSat 3 around Minmus. Okay. So hopefully we retain this communication. Let's warp to this alarm. I hate that cooldown, Shipwreck. I know. I hate that you can only have one shout out active at a time, because, I mean, if you get a raid, for example, from someone, and you know that several of the people that came in are streamers, why can't you just shout them all out, right? Delete and close. Yeah. That was going to warp us right past it because it recalculated and took that away. So let's go ahead and warp to here. Ooh, okay, yeah. Create an alarm, manual alarm for 4 days. Link to this vessel. Yeah, this is why I'm doing manual alarms for Sphere of Influence changes now, because it just keeps taking them away and we lose them. That's how we missed the Val and Bob one. So we've got Dres Probe 3 Dres Encounter, and we want that in 4 days, right? Yep, 4 days. Add the alarm. All right, now we need to go back to the Mosquito. because it's going to show up at Minmus. They have never streamed Supreme Doom, so probably will never see the shout out. Probably. I mean, they might see it if they, as a notification, if they just watch streams. Who knows? This is Shipwreck 985. It's you from the future. Shipwreck, your version 27, apparently at some point, a future version of you actually invents time travel. So we've learned that today. That's something. Okay, 4 hours, 19 minutes. We can delete that alarm and get closer. They don't have the V. Sus. Well, I mean, the V becomes obsolete in the year 3186. So obviously they don't have the V, Supreme Doom. I mean, come on. This is basics. That's day one time travel stuff. All right. Oh no. Oh no. Fossbot says, what do you call a fly without wings? A walk. I would call it a fall on your face. And splat. I'm glad you're getting all the mileage out of the dad joke today, Shipwreck. Alright, we are going to get our encounter with Minmus. And let's see, 8-Ball is copying the enjoying the stream. Don't forget to follow to support the channel. The Magic 8-Ball says, without a doubt. You know it. Alright, we are in the sphere of influence of Minmus. We have full probe control. In fact, let's take a look. We got relays. Okay, good. There's our ComSat. And that is what we are bouncing the signal through, and it is a 100% signal strength. Absolutely beautiful. That is what we want to see. All right, let's warp to Periapsis. And yeah, this says Valenbob Kerbin return, but I am dubious. We're going to look at that, though. Wouldn't that be interesting? Dan's going to cancel my fun now. I'll give you different fun. You'll live. You will live, Shipwreck. Sadly, you will... I mean, fortunately, you will live. Alright, we're going to burn retrograde and get our capture orbit. With a 1400 meters per second delta V. Uh-oh. Spredumian says, how does it become obsolete when you literally need a V to write MMMCLXXXVI? You do need a that, but here's the thing: even Roman numerals are obsolete in that year. And there, okay, here comes another probably outdated fact. It costs more to buy a new car today in the United States than it cost Christopher Columbus to equip and undertake 3 voyages to and from the New World. I'm going to call shenanigans on that, because I doubt that that is counting for inflation. I highly doubt it. Yeah, I'm calling shenanigans on that fact. All right, let's pin our Apoapsis and Periapsis. And let's drop down closer to the surface. All right. Shenanigans, says Pete Beckman. You know it. Definitely shenanigans. What do you think, Pete? Is that a valid fact? Or is that a total misrepresentation of value? All right. At the Periapsis, we're going to burn retrograde again, lower the orbit. I think it's a fact, says Supreme Doom. No way that's that accurate, says Pete Venkman. Shipwreck says, I wish I could fund a trip like that with salt and pepper. That'd be a fun trip. Okay, let's open this up. Let's do just the planetary overlay. Draw the overlay. All right, we're actually in a pretty good spot. So let's go surface mode. Slow down right here. We're also going to want to burn to the north. And now I don't hear the alert at all. Oh no. I'll play that for you in a minute, Shipwreck. Okay, and now let's wait, retrograde again. We're going to move over this way. Yeah, okay, so well, I mean, here you're gonna get it doubled, Shipwreck, but that's okay. It's Quaywade. Is it gonna play it? You broke it, says Shipwreck. Apparently I broke it. It does say it's queued.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yay! There it is. Hooray! Okay. Bandan Bear Pig. Wow, rude. So very, very rude. Okay, we are over a good ore area, so let's point retrograde. Slow down to a dead stop relative to the surface. A horizontal stop anyway, so let's point towards the horizon underneath the retrograde marker. We're going to look at our horizontal speed up here. I know that's a little bit small on your guys' screen. And get that down to about 0. Okay, that's as low as that's going from there. And we'll point retrograde again. And let's pull up landing info. All right, and it tells us we are going to need 130 meters per second delta V for our suicide burn. We have plenty. And we have 5.5 minutes until our suicide burn. So let's go back to here. Let's do this. And why did those not unlock? Come on. There we go. Wow. All right, let's make sure all these are locked. Locked, yes. Locked, yes. Locked, no. Why? Locked, yes. That was weird. That was real weird. I'm feeling sleepy, says Shipwreck with 1 bit. Shocking. You're gonna miss your your second favorite American streamer, Princess Me. If you take a nap now. Suicide burn in 2 minutes. One minute. Oh, I see. I get it. I'm feeling 1 bit sleepy. Oh my gosh, Shipwreck. Oh, what am I gonna do with you? All right. We have enough delta V to be very careful with this landing, so let's go ahead and shed some speed. Well, it's doing something weird with rendering the engine plumes. Look at that. Oh, we're going up. That's not what I wanted. It's all right. We'll make it. Still very low on the horizontal speed, so... Okay, will it tell us our landing info here? I don't like that just happened. Don't like it at all. Wow, from Oliver. That's my brother's son, my nephew Oliver, with his phone. All right, we're still good there though. There's still ore there, so that's fine. Whoa, there we go. We need to get this thing safely to the surface. You had to step away for a minute and he picked up your phone. That's amazing. Dad problems right there. Okay. All that cost us was time. We should be okay. Woof. Wait, you can start a raid? Wow, Shipwreck. Okay. Oh, is your laptop even worse? Oh no, yeah, that is... Hello, Oliver. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let's try this again, but not overcook the burn. We still have control, so we're already winning over last time. Oliver loves this game. Nice. It's a good one. He's only here for the game, not Uncle Dan? I know, right? Okay, I'm being very careful. It's taken us a lot of pain to get here, so I want to do this properly. He thinks I'm a celebrity? Nice. Very cool. I mean, I am. So there's that. Okay, turn him back on the fine controls. We're just gently, slowly descending. These engines are actually on very gently here. Children are so easily deceived, the Supreme Doom. Wow, wow, rude. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Is that why Shipwreck gets fooled so easily? Okay. We're down. Let's let it settle. Pretty much. Peeping, this is right. I keep trying to help the poor kid understand. I put this stream up as a cautionary thing. That is so rude. We landed it though. Oh my gosh. After all that pain, we landed it. Okay. Now here's the thing. Do I have a probe core on this? Don't think I do. No. Okay, so I need this to go away. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to limit the thrust on these things so that I can have even finer control. To 10%. This is very unrealistically fine control here. Okay, and so what we want to do is light these engines and get just under 1 for the thrust-to-weight ratio. Oh no. Another dad joke. What do you call a nervous javelin thrower? Shakespeare. Oh geez. Bam! Yeah, you're right, Pete Penguin. And then we need to undock this, and the thrust-to-weight ratio for this will suddenly increase because it won't be holding this up, and this will fly away. And just to make sure... Yeah, we're fine. Okay, here we go. 0.7, 0.85, 1. All right, and stage. And there it goes. Oh, that is so cool. That is our skycrane leaving. Twiglet! Welcome! Watch that, that's our skycrane going off to die. Twiglet! Remind me what you were playing. I saw on your Discord that you had a plan for a different game today. But I can't remember what game that was. We let the fanfares go while we deploy our solar panels and such. And then I'm going to catch up on the chat. Let's see. Solar panels and radiators. Okay, yes. So we need to deploy our solar panels and our radiators. Oh, 4 of these weren't on that action group. That's okay. There go the radiators. Extend. Extend. Extend and extend. And okay, let's this is a well-timed raid. Let's catch up on this chat here. Okay, we got the shout out for Twiglet. Excellent, thank you. And Craze is here. This is a stick up, and the Batsy is here. This is a stick up, or is it the Batsy? I know, Craze, I'm not familiar with you, the Batsy, but welcome, all of you. Gladge says Twiglet. And there's the Fossabot auto shout out if you enjoy Marmite and music and Minecraft. Not so much Minecraft anymore, but games. You'll love Twiglet. Go follow him on Twitch, indeed. And yeah, that epic fanfare is the Discovery hit by Kevin MacLeod, the legendary Kevin MacLeod. So yes. Let's see. I let chat decide. Oh, very nice. Some Kingdom, New Lands. Very cool. Never get to raid me slow. So it's true. We rarely overlap at all. And it's unfortunate that I didn't get to watch your stream today because I was streaming. But hey, it was good to see you. So yeah. And oh, Twiglet redeemed customize my Kerbal. Okay, Twiglet, you have several Kerbals. Which one would you like to play dress up with today? And we're actually in about 20 minutes. We're going to end and raid my wife, who's going to do a sewing stream after this. All right, but yeah, this took way too much pain and anguish to get this thing down to the surface of Minmus. But here we go. We need to now. Oh, those were already unlocked. Okay, good. So let's activate the drills. Deploy the drill. Let's aim the camera down here because this is going to be cool. Let's see, is this the best illuminated one? It is. All right, and there's a shout out for the Princess Me. But yes, so Twiglet, if you choose one of the Kerbals, the mini that you have redeemed. Kefri Bezos still alive? Kefri Bezos is still alive and doing community service for, we're blaming him for the death of Kaylee Kerman. And we can we can dress him up. All right, deploy the drill. There we go. Drill 1 of 4 is active. Deploy. Deploy. And deploy. Okay. The drills are deployed. He needs green everything. Okay. Will do. All right. So we need to now start the surface harvesters. So let's actually pin these so that I can do them real quick and easy. All right, we're going to start drilling for ores on Minmus for the first time ever. All right, here we go. Okay, the drills. Are they going? They're not going. There they go. I think I pushed the wrong thing. Look at them go. Gotta lurk for a bit, but glad to raid out to you. Thank you, Twiglet. And Shipwreck Redeem Boozinate. Let's boozinate to a successful one, and then let's go put green everything on Kefri Bezos. At least if I'm the right phone, says Shipwreck. Yes, enjoy your lurk, Twiglet. Good to see you. And there we go. That is the last boozinate of the stream. Let's see. Just a second here. There we go. All right, are all 4 drills drilling? Yes, they are, and we are slowly extracting ore and filling up the ore tank. And since we have direct sunlight, we are getting lots of power to run this drill. Oh, okay, this is a huge relief. I almost can't believe we actually finally got it. All right, let's take a screenshot of that. And let's see, will this work even in time warp? It will. Beautiful. So let's let some time pass. Let's see if we can get some different lighting. I'd like some better lighting for a screenshot. Okay, there. I like that. I like that a lot better. There we go. And we got a dad joke. We have Fossbot saying, I've just written a song about a tortilla. Well, it's more of a rap, really. A dumps. Yes, indeed, Supreme Doom. Okay, so for those of you who came in with the raid, Shipwreck found out something I didn't know, which is that he had lots of control over my stream, and of Fossabot in particular. So I'm going to have to revoke some permissions here, because I'm phasing out Fossabot entirely. All right, let's start the refining unit for... We just want liquid fuel for now, I think. Let's do... Yeah, start the ISRU for liquid fuel. And in theory, yep, there it is. We have a slow trickle of liquid fuel. And we can actually shut down a couple of these harvesters because they're not, the refinery can't actually keep up with all 4. That's some math that we didn't do that would be interesting to do. All right, time warp again. And yep, that is going to be, refining liquid fuel for us. Excellent. I like it. So yeah, we can make a fuel depot in orbit of Minmus and fuel it with this thing. So hey, there's the shipwreck totem. Pirated dance streams. Shipwreck, yep. Supreme says, sometimes I don't know if you don't enjoy the jokes or don't understand them. I do understand. I enjoy them, but I'm face palming. You can't see it because I don't have a face cam. All right, but what we need to do now is go to the Space Center, and we need to actually should have gone directly to this tracking station. We need to find the garbage truck, the space garbage truck, and we are going to find Kefri Bezos and give him a new outfit. Okay. It's loading up. I very much respect that Twiglet dropped in and did basically a drive-by play dress up with a Kerbal. Oh, I hear footsteps upstairs. She's getting ready. Nice. All right, tracking station. We need to find the space garbage truck, which is out of supplies. We need to resupply that thing, or actually we need to replace it because I have some ideas for a new model of space garbage truck. Let's get rid of those. Let's turn on ships. I think it's a ship. Yep, space garbage truck 1.0. Let's fly it. Yes, he wants green everything. Exactly. And here's another fact from Fossabot, courtesy of Shipwreck V27, former basketball superstar. Michael Jordan is the most recognized face in the world, more than the Pope himself. Is that still current even? I'm very curious, when was the last time that facts were added to this Fossabot? Okay, let's see. Can we do it from here, or do I need to go to... I think I actually need to do this from the astronaut center. So yeah, we do need to go back to the space center, and then we'll come to this. But we are going to choose the greenest spacesuit we can find, which means we're probably going to do the futuristic suit and set the lights to green. So we'll have kind of a Tron-looking thing going on, but green, as opposed to the purple of Supreme Doom and the poop brown of Shipwreck the Mole. And Supreme Doom says, I don't know what the new Pope looks like, or is going to look like. I mean, that's a good point, too. I don't know what the Pope looks like either. It's not something I really pay attention to. All right, we got Kefri Bezos. There's Twig King. That was another one. Tukla has redeemed several, and all with very clever names. So has Satan, and so has Elric, with the cleverest of all the names. Elon Musk. Where is Kefri Bezos? Okay, those are the available, assigned. Kefri Bezos is assigned. There's Kefri Bezos. Click on the coat hanger. All right, so yes, if we want green everything, we're going to have to go with the future suit. Let's go with that. That teal will go well with the green, and let's change this color. There's the default green, but I think we can go greener than that. In fact, let's just do all the way up with the green, all the way down with red and blue, and let's make it deeper. There we go, a nice deep green. I like it. And now let's go out and take a look. Tracking station. Shipwreck says, what does the new Michael Jordan look like, though? I don't know. I heard very short. Like a couple feet tall at most. I mean, that's what I heard, so. Same as the old one, Ship says, Supreme Doom. We are getting new Pope, or just got one? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm totally lost. I have not kept up with any of that. Even when, back in my more religious-y days, was not Catholic. So I honestly do not know who the Pope is, let alone what they look like. I'm a terrible human. I barely know what the President of the United States looks like these days. All right, let's take a look. Here's our friend, Kefri Bezos, responsible for getting Kaylee Kerman killed, or so we're claiming. Aim the camera right there. Man, the camera view is terrible here. There we go. Let's turn on suit lights. Can we turn on the suit lights from here? Does he need to get out of the seat? Let's get out of the seat. And turn on the suit lights. Are you not going to turn them on? Come on. Come on. Suit highlight. Lower visor, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Just another suit highlight. He just really doesn't want to turn on his lights, does he? In fact, it actually looks like there's some weird rendering glitches going on here. Let's try something here. Maybe it's just a weird helmet design. Yep. I can do that. Hey, you turned off booze, Nate Cheater. You're right, I turned off booze, Nate, because I'm out of booze. And the stream's about to end, so, you know. Yeah, it looks like he's got two helmets rendered. What the heck? Kerbal Space Program, what are you doing? I think he's got 2 suits on. Oh, that's funny. Jeffrey Bezos Kerman. Yeah, look, I have activate camera twice and disable camera twice. He has 2 suits on. Oh, that's wild. Oh no! Okay, guys, I have bad news. My wife will not be able to stream. Her charger cord will not charge her laptop at all. I'm so sorry. Sadness. But here's the thing. Let's shout her out again because she was really looking forward to this too because she has some cool projects planned. And if you are following, then you will definitely see when she does do the stream. So give her your computer. Well, that's the problem, Shipwreck. That will not fit. And will not actually work with her setup. So yeah, I think cats have gotten to her cord one too many times, so we're gonna have to fix that. But yeah, that is unfortunate. But we were hoping, man, that's a lot of issues with this weekend of streaming. But hopefully she will get to do some sewing anyway, and she does have lots of projects planned. Bring the sewing machine to your computer. I mean, that's not a bad plan. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, we are gonna end it there though. So let's go ahead and raid someone else though. Unfortunately, I was really looking forward to that, and so was she. Okay, but let's see who's on. Let's see. No one playing Kerbal Space Program. We got Mr. Vloop is on playing Minecraft, and he's doing some cool stuff. He's building a nether cube on Fantastica SMP. Sewing machine on the booze cam. You know, that could work. There's more setup than just that though. But yeah, all right, we're gonna go ahead and end there. And with this weirdness of Jeffrey Bezos apparently hoarding suits and wearing 2 of them at once. So we'll see if we can fix that as well. But yeah, look at all this weirdness. He's definitely wearing 2 spacesuits. And I think the one with the lighting is on underneath the other one. I have never encountered that. That is so bizarre. 2 spacesuits on at once. How did you do it, Jeffrey Bezos? How did you do it? Why are you hoarding the resources? Is Dan poopy? Better not tell you now, says Magic Game. Oh no. Oh my goodness. All right, but anyway, on that terrible disappointment for you, it's time to end. So let's raid Mr. Vloop. Mr. Vloop, good friend of mine, and I'm gonna start the raid. Have you built for your yep, Kaylee, what it looks. I know, right? Let's see, here we go. Here is the raid message. Copy the whole thing if you're subscribed, otherwise copy just what's in between where it says Dan Bear 4 Totem. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with some Vault Hunters, and on Wednesday with some Vault Hunters, and on Saturday with more of this. Alright, thanks everyone for joining. Sorry we couldn't raid Princess Me, but there will be more streams from her. We promise. We're just having some technical issues. Alright, goodbye!